OpenAI's secret Sora 2.0 just leaked online, and it's shaking things up. Artists are outraged, the tech is groundbreaking, and the future of creativity is on the line. Stick around to uncover the story, hear about the backlash, and see why Sora's new video creation capabilities are just straight up AI dope.
Imagine you get early access to this amazing AI that makes videos just from text prompts.
Like, whoa.
It'd be like holding the future of filmmaking.
Right.
But what if there were strings attached?
No.
Strings that made some artists really mad.
Oh, really?
That's what happened with OpenAI Sora.
Okay.
It's their AI for making videos. Top secret. Until some artists who had early access leaked it on Hugging Face.
Wow.
And it wasn't just about sharing cool tech.
Right.
This was a protest.
Interesting. So these artists weren't just random people. They were chosen by OpenAI.
Specifically.
Yeah, and they felt like their creativity was being exploited.
Yeah.
To the point they risked legal trouble.
Yeah, they could get in trouble for this.
Wow.
Let's look at the document they leaked and see what they were upset about.
Okay.
Okay, so they call themselves Unpaid Research and Design.
So basically free labor.
Yeah, PR puppets for OpenAI,
Huh?
which is valued at like $150 billion.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
So they felt like they were being used to art wash OpenAI's image.
Art washing.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's when companies use art and artists
God.
to look more ethical
Okay.
or innovative, even if they're not.
I see.
Basically, OpenAI was using these artists
Right.
to make Sora look better than it was.
Yeah, more artist-friendly than it really was.
Right, and there's more.
Okay.
OpenAI was running this film competition.
Okay.
And they were using Sora-generated content.
Okay.
But they offered the artists very little money.
Oh, wow.
Imagine that you're asked to make a film
Yeah.
with this revolutionary tool,
Right.
but you get practically nothing for it,
Yeah.
especially when the company has billions.
Yeah. I can see why they'd be upset.
Then there was this other thing.
Okay.
OpenAI had to approve anything they made with Sora.
Oh, so they couldn't share anything.
Yeah, before OpenAI said, okay,
I see.
that's got to feel stifling for creative people.
It definitely raises questions about a company protecting its image
Right.
versus artistic freedom.
And remember, Sora wasn't public yet,
Right.
so OpenAI had to be careful.
Makes sense. Early access usually has expectations.
Yeah, you're like a beta tester.
Right.
You're giving feedback.
Yeah, and finding bugs.
So some might say it's a fair trade.
It's complicated.
Yeah.
These artists didn't have to do it.
Right.
They could have just left.
Uh-huh.
But there's a power imbalance.
Definitely.
You've got this huge company, OpenAI,
Right.
calling the shots.
And they have a lot of resources,
Exactly.
especially for new artists.
Yeah.
The pressure to go along can be huge, even if it means compromising their freedom.
Yeah.
The leaked document really shows the difference
Okay.
between the value these artists gave OpenAI
Right.
and what they got back.
Yeah.
They even said that open source alternatives are more ethical.
Interesting.
They were training this tool that could hurt their own industry.
Yeah.
It's like David and Goliath.
As AI gets more powerful.
But here's the thing.
What's that?
Did this leak backfire?
What do you mean?
Hey, want our free AI dope top AI tools that we use? Chat below. It's our live Google Sheets packed with over 100 killer tools, video, music, photos, AI voices, productivity, script writing, YouTube hacks, captions, the works, always growing, live Google Sheet, always free, AI, dope top AI tools that we use. Download and chat below. Back to the show.
Did they hurt themselves by trying to expose OpenAI?
Oh, that's a good question.
The leak might have actually made Sora more popular.
Really?
People were focused on the videos, not the ethical issues.
Wow.
People on social media were sharing these amazing clips.
Like what?
A woman walking down a street with neon lights. A horse running past the Taj Mahal,
Sounds pretty cool.
like something from a dream.
Yeah.
And it was all AI.
That's crazy, and that was probably just the beginning.
Right.
Yeah, the leaked version was a turbo model.
Turbo bottle.
Yeah, it was made for speed over quality.
So there could be even better versions out there
Wow.
inside OpenAI.
That's wild.
Yeah,
Sora can keep things consistent in the videos.
really.
Yeah, over time.
Oh.
It's not just making random stuff. It can create shots that flow together, like a real film.
So it can edit itself.
Well, not exactly like a human,
Okay.
but Sora seems to know how scenes should go together.
Interesting.
When they looked at the leaked prompts, they saw Sora making extra prompts, describing the action and transitions between the shots.
So, like...
It's like making a little storyboard.
Oh, wow.
While it's making the video.
Okay.
So the story flows naturally.
Yeah, it's not just visuals.
Right.
It's actually thinking about the story.
Yeah, pretty incredible.
And a little creepy.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
What does this mean for storytelling in the future?
That's a big question.
If AI can make stories,
Yeah.
where does that leave directors and writers and editors?
It's got everyone talking.
Yeah.
But remember, the leaked Sora wasn't perfect.
Oh, right.
There were still glitches. And those can teach us a lot.
About?
How Sora is learning.
Okay, so like...
Those weird moments
Let's
where
see.
something suddenly appears or disappears. Or clothes change color between shots.
Yeah.
That's Sora figuring things out.
Like a kid learning to draw.
Exactly.
The early drawings are messy.
Exactly. But you see the potential.
Okay.
And if those early versions were already good,
Right.
imagine what the better ones can do.
Wow, so we're talking about an AI that can make visuals and tell
Okay.
stories.
Yeah, it's huge.
What does this mean for the film industry?
For animators.
For anyone making visual stories?
Yeah, it's a big deal
It's like a microcosm.
of this big change happening.
Yeah, all creative fields.
Exactly. AI tools are getting better,
Okay.
easier to use, and cheaper, so anyone can make content.
That's exciting,
Yeah.
but also scary.
Yeah. Will studios become obsolete?
Right.
Will artists be replaced by algorithms?
That's a scary thought.
I don't think AI will fully replace human creativity.
Okay.
Artists who use these new tools will do well. They can focus on the things AI can't do.
Like what?
The emotions, the themes, the complex stuff.
So it's not man versus machine.
No.
It's man with machine.
Exactly. The best creators will use AI to help them,
To do more.
to be more creative.
And the Sora leak shows us that future
Yeah.
where human and AI creativity mix. And there's so many possibilities for storytelling.
Definitely. The leak started a conversation about artists and technology.
Like who owns what AI makes?
Right. And how are artists paid fairly?
Important questions.
Yeah, we'll be talking about this for a long time.
And we need to talk about it now.
Yes, because AI is changing so fast.
We have to figure out how to use it right while protecting creativity and being ethical.
And making sure everyone has access.
This is like a sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
AI making videos from text.
Crazy,
A
right?
few years ago, this was just fantasy.
It really was. And AI is moving so fast.
It's unbelievable, and creative industries are feeling it.
Yeah, they're right at the forefront.
And it's not just Sora.
No, there's a bunch of these tools popping up.
It's like a gold rush everyone wants in.
That competition is driving things forward.
Yeah. But we can't forget about ethics.
You're right. We have to think about access and control.
Right. And how this affects artists.
What's all connected?
So where do we go from here?
That's next for AI and creativity.
Big questions.
Sora was a wake-up call.
Yeah, it showed us this turning point for AI.
It's a call to action for all of us.
Artists, technologists, policymakers.
We're all to think about these tools.
What do we do with this power?
Exactly.
We need to use AI the right way
Yeah, to help people.
and protect creativity.
Make sure everyone has a chance.
That's the key.
It's about the choices we make
Right. And the stories we tell.
and the world we want to create.
This has been a really interesting deep dive.
It has.
I want to leave you with one last thought.
Okay.
Imagine you have Sora. You can make any video you want
Yeah.
just by typing.
What would I make?
What story would you tell?
That's a great question.
What impact would you have on the world?
Something to think about.
And if you want another AI dope deep dive, check this next video and ask yourself, how lucky are we to live in these AI dope times?